Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all push it through? Yeah, the weather constantly changes, so I just be on the lookout. Once what I seen happen, it'll be closure for my confirmation. So the snowstorm, and I'm not saying this snowstorm, but once it manifests itself, then that revelation or whatever I spoke dealing with that dream, it'll be like that's the confirmation. So that's the reason why I'm like looking at the weather stuff like that. But it get kind of crazy February and March too. This weather. But so that's why I just be talking about the weather because I had that vision, and if I had any kind of revelation or any kind of vision, it got to come to pass. So I'm just on the lookout, and I won't know till after it actually manifests. I'd be like, okay, that was my dream, and basically that'll be the end. Confirmation for my revelations is the end of those revelations. So I had to get confirmation for everything. So even the snowstorm, I had to get confirmation for that too. So that's why I just kind of been looking at the weather, and like I said, what I said was pretty bad. This might not be there. I won't know if it's there or not, until it happened in my first mind though. Nah, this ain't there. This ain't what I saw. 'Cause what I saw was pretty bad. This the snowstorm I saw, and we got 2 months of winter coming, and we gonna get hit. We might have some pretty day. We might get hit one day, boom, snowstorm, and then the next day it'll be back sun again. So, and I'm just speaking for Memphis weather, because that's all I know. Memphis weather. I know Memphis weather. Ooh, yeah. I'm just gonna talk about these two visions, because I have to do the visions and I do the video for the vision, and sometimes I have to go back and look at my visions and stuff because the visions don't never stop. They just don't never stop. Like I don't have like one vision and then I might go 3 months and have another little vision. It's like every day, all day. As soon as I get in my bed, boom, the visions don't never end. And when I started doing these videos, I'm actually seeing more stuff. Well, I ain't gonna say more, but they ain't never ended. I was like, okay, let me post a vision. Maybe I can send some warnings to people because I'm seeing this stuff that's bad that's happening to people. Maybe I can send out a warning, before it get to that point. That's what started me on, doing these videos, and they just ain't never ended. Like they ain't never ended. So and it just show you God, like He's the living word. Like it never ends. The Bible is the living word. It never ends. The more you read, the more you want to read. The more like it's just ever ending. I mean, it's just everlasting. Like it don't end. His word don't end. You can read that Bible front to back. And you're going to be reading the Bible again front to back. And the living word is just living through us. So it's kind of like that too. Like the vision, revelation. Like it never ends. It's the living word. Like it's living. It's living. So as long as I'm breathing, it's breathing. Metaphorically. But yeah. So recently now, because I told you I'm feeling good about 2022, and it just feel like it's my harvest. Like you passed the test, and I told you I had I had another video, and it was like a voice was talking to me, was saying Satan was mad. He was mad because I was like near the end of the test, and it was like Satan mad. Satan real mad right now. That's what the voice was telling me. So I went back. 'Cause I started thinking, I don't talk about everything I dream, y'all. Not every single thing. This is like I can lay down. Like I just woke up, laid down. Boom, I already seen some stuff. I'm finna probably take another nap before work, and I'm gonna see some more stuff. When I go to work, if I take a nap at work, I'm gonna see some more stuff. When I get off work and I come home, as long as I close my eyes, go to sleep, I'm gonna be seeing stuff nonstop, dealing with all kind of people, and it's whatever God chooses to show me. It's whatever He chooses to show me. So I have no clue when I close my eyes who's going to be in front of me, what He gonna show me. Like I have no clue. I'm just like surprised, and that's why and that's how God always have done me. He always kind of surprised me. Like even if He tell me get a new vehicle, I kind of lay out what I want, and then I'm just like surprised by what I actually get. But I don't never go with no. I ain't never been specific when it comes to material. Not when it comes to material, I ain't never been specific. And even now, He like, go get your vehicle. And I'm looking. and I don't really see nothing there. I'm just like, ooh, let me get this. Um, I don't see nothing like that. So I'm just like, God surprised me. Because I don't even see nothing like, the Bible say the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I don't have no want for a new vehicle. I really don't. Like, I'm good with what I got. It get me to and from what I need to do. It got to be a need for me. It got to be a need. So, God, he do surprise me. Like, he send them blessings, and it be an overabundance, He do. Because I'm not, if it ain't need, I'm not even finna pray for it. Like, if it's not need for it, I just, and this dealing with me, but if it's something dealing with me, it got to be a need for me to go to my spiritual father, my heavenly father, to say, yes, I need some help, or, this going on, this going on. And he make a way. So, I don't think it's nothing that I put before him that he did not come through for. But, like, again, it got to be a need. So, I'm just going to talk about these two dreams because it's coming back to me. And it's 2022. But before 2022, like the last week of 2022, I had two visions. My daddy, who's no longer living, he was in both of these dreams. And he was sitting at a table in both of the dreams. It wasn't too much going on in this first little vision. It's just be a snippet. It just be real quick. My daddy never talked. And, my daddy, when he died, he used to talk. Like, he used to come talk to me. And I always said, like, my daddy, he used to come and, sometimes have a conversation with him. Sometimes I try to see, but sometimes after he had died, I would speak telepathically. And I always said, the dead don't talk. That's what I always said, telepathically, when I'm, like, in the vision, in the realm, and I'm dealing with people that have crossed over. I'm like, the dead don't talk. The dead don't talk. And they don't talk. They just sit there and just look and just be around. But as far as like communication, they don't talk. From what I heard, someone kind of said, it's telepathic. Like, they don't talk, but everything that's spoken is telepathic through the mind. So, I'm just kind of putting that out there too, because like when I see my daddy, he be around, but he don't really say nothing. And then sometimes even, like, I don't know if it's like his presence and him trying to say something, like the dead don't talk. That's what I said. I said the dead don't talk. And after I constantly was saying it, he don't really say nothing. He'll smile, something like that, but he don't say nothing. And I know the communication is telepathic. It's not through the mouth. So, but sometimes people come to me, and I'm trying to like understand like the different scenarios so I can see, well, why did this person say something to me and this person couldn't say nothing to me? Sometimes I do that, but like lately with my daddy, he did come to me and he was talking to me a while back about God mad at the United States. Remember I told y'all I had a dream about my daddy and he was telling me God is mad at the United States. Now there was a conversation, but this right here, these two particular visions, he never said anything. So I just put that out there. And I'm still learning too, dealing with this, dealing with what's going on with people and stuff like that. Because I'd be like, well, why this person was able to talk? Why he able to talk sometimes and why other times it's telepathic? Or why I know him to be my daddy in some visions, and in some visions I don't know him to be my daddy. Because he just be a familiar spirit. I don't even know who he is. Unless God tell me and reveal it. And most of the time when I crawl back on this side, God tell me that that's your daddy. And sometimes I be in his presence, I don't see him and know him to be my daddy while I'm in his presence. So I do have, questions and stuff like that. Dealing with that. But the week and last year, when last year, now it was a lot of verbal stuff going on, so that's why I took it in as verbal. But last year, before we had that snowstorm, my daddy was in that dream too, and it was somebody saying, "It's snowing outside." Somebody just walked in the house that I knew, and they were saying that it was snowing outside in the vision, and my daddy was in this vision too. When the person was talking about snow, that's why I said snowstorm coming, and that was last year. So the person was talking about snow in this particular dream. Now, this just off the radar a little bit, but it has always snowed on my dad's birthday. Like, it always snowed on his birthday. When he was living, it would always snow. Yeah, it will always snow. So I do associate snow with my daddy. Cause I'm like, but he never smoked. He did speak specifically. Snow was specifically spoken in a vision with him actually in it, and that was before the snowstorm last year. This time my daddy, he never said nothing. Never said nothing. The two visions was identical to a degree, but not really. Cause one of them I don't even barely remember. That's why I be trying to do these videos too. It be very important information. And me being human now, I can't remember, but in the dream I had dealing with my daddy, who's no longer alive, he was at a table in this vision. He was at a table in both of the visions. At one table, in one vision, he was just sitting at this table. And it was a woman around him. I don't know who this woman was, but it wasn't my mama, but he was around this woman in this vision, and they was sitting at this table. Yeah, it was just kind of quick. But in the dream, because like I said, I'm trying to go back to this particular dream, and I see so much stuff. That's why I try to do these videos, really. Because it's like memory for me. It was just a table, and it was like an overabundance. It was so much food, like so much food. And I was like, who is this food? Like, who prepared this table? And my daddy, he was actually in this particular dream too. He never said nothing. And I'm just trying to figure out, who did all this. And everybody just kind of like walking past, kind of act like they don't hear me, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So at a certain point in this vision, I just was like, well, let me be hospitable. Let me be hospitable now, because it's kind of rude. People got food and you don't eat. So let me give me a plate. Let me eat. So I just got my plate out eating. And the food and stuff was so good. It was so much. It was so much. It was so much food. So in this particular vision, at this particular table, I ate my food. And you know how, like, you want seconds, but you don't want people to see you get seconds. That's kind of how it was in the video. So after I ate the first plate, I was going back to get more. And, that's when I kind of noticed my dad was, like, in the room with this long table. And I'm, like, really trying to sneak and eat. But it's so much, I ain't even got to sneak and eat. But I still was just, like, trying to go get something to eat before anybody noticed. So you just kind of be on the lookout. Then when you don't see nobody, you just run, go try to get you some more food real fast. It was more than enough. It was like abundance. It was more than enough in this vision. And that's kind of how it was. I was like, no, I want some more food. But, it's people, and I just went on and got what I was going to get. Like, I got to the point I didn't even care about the people around. I was just like, I'm finna give me some more food because this stuff good. And, my dad was in that particular dream too. He never said nothing. He just sitting at the table. He might have been eating too, but I know it was just this huge table. It don't look like nobody was eating but me. It don't look like it was for nobody but me in this vision. So I had told my daughter, because like the people, like my mom and my daughter, I try to get like their perception of what it is. And I had told my oldest daughter, my 22-year-old, the dream. And when she texted me, I was like, what you think that dream means? And she said, Mama, it means you finna be eating good. I'm like, yeah. That's what I got out of it, too. That's my interpretation, too. I'm finna be eating good, y'all. That's my interpretation. I'm finna be eating good out here. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, yeah. I feel like I get a break for a little bit. Like, I'm finna get a break 2022. I'm finna have a little break for a little bit. I told you breakthrough. That was in some of my visions and the other videos. I was using the word breakthrough, but I got a little break. And then God saying, you got to put in your work. You got to put in your work for my kingdom. But he gave me a little break, y'all. I'm finna enjoy myself. I'm finna eat. Like, it was plentiful. Like, it was an overabundance. And then, in the Bible, it always talk about God preparing a table, for his people. And, I kind of got that out of it, too. Like, it's in my phone, and the text message is my translation. Because, but it was something dealing with God preparing, a table for his people. And it just seemed like it was some kind of feast or something in this vision. And I was eating good. Like, it was more than enough. Like, it was like an overabundance, overflow type. And it was just so much. It was no way I could eat all that food, but I tried. I was trying that. I was like, where all this food come from? So, then my daughter said, she was just like, Mama, I guess I'm dreaming you finna be eating good. I'm like, yeah, that's all what I got out of it. But that's just something real quick, y'all. Enjoy y'all day. I'm just telling y'all, 2 visits I had dealing with my daddy. He was in them, but he didn't ever say nothing. So I'm still trying to figure the pieces out on some of this stuff too. And I just talk to y'all later. Yeah, real quick, I'm just putting this on the back end, but God make sure I got them kids everything they need before these storms and stuff be coming. Like, he gonna make sure I got them right. Like, I go out and prepare and get everything ahead of time. Like, he gonna make sure them babies stay straight. God love his kids, y'all. He got just this huge heart for his children. And I'm talking about the babies. But God, he always, make sure I'm set up and I'm straight regardless of what's going on. Like, even, and this real quick, even when COVID first hit, and all these rumors was going around with something we never experienced before, but I was hearing little stuff here and there. Like, I was in the presence around people talking about it finna be a shutdown, they finna do this, like a whole lot of stuff we want to cuss to. First, I did go to the grocery store, and actually, the COVID actually is what started me on buying like packs of salmon, because when I went in the store, they had all the salmon marked down, and I never bought like huge slabs of salmon, but there was something new that was introduced to us, just like eating and stuff like that. Those huge slabs of salmon, yeah. When COVID hit, I had deep freezer full of salmon. We were eating good. I was like, God, I said, I know, all this coming, all this storm coming. I said, but I want to be eating good. That's all I said. That was my prayer to him. I was like, I want to be eating good during this time. I don't want to be dealing with COVID, boxed in the house and eating beans and cornbread. I said, I want to eat good. I want to be comfortable and eat good. And during the first COVID, I think I had the most food I ever had in my life, honestly. Like, I ain't never been blessed like with so much during that time. But he showed out when the first COVID hit. It was an overabundance. It was an overabundance for me and my kids. So anytime it's like something bad finna happen, like a storm or something, I'm gonna have a vision. And I'm gonna go where I get what we need to make sure, I told you God prepare his people, so, he do that. And then like my dad, he come around, and a lot of times he come around, it be like a warning. So he gonna make sure everybody okay too. So if I had him random visit dealing with my daddy, he just check and make sure everything okay. He just letting us know that, trouble coming. And stuff like that. It don't necessarily be bad with him. I ain't never took it to be bad. It just be like, just get what you need, you know. So, I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. So, I'm in it. So let me get what I need. But my mindset, I'm protected. That's my mindset. So yeah, I'm finna let y'all go down.